as the season swiftly moves along. We now head to the 6th event of Season 2. We have the Biathlon here coming in quickly after the 5th event. A brand new event here, first time it's been done on this channel. See this treacherous track scores ahead of you, and then the shooting at the end. So you'll try to get a time as fast as possible, but also shoot as well as you can. So it'll be demonstrated here by the present paradise. So the first man will go down, tax the second man for that second leg. And the third man will do his third leg, and the fourth man will do the shootings. There you see all the colors. That will be a 3 right there. You get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Every point that you get from shooting is half a second subtracted from your time. So it is in everyone's best interest to get a time as great as possible. Railblaze will be a first run and a slow traversing there through that second leg. Third round picks up a little, and let's see what the shot will be. So they'll land between the 2 and the 3, so that'll be a 2.5. So 1.75 seconds of subtraction for the Railblazers. But that slow second leg, I think, is going to cost them here, as the time doesn't look that good. Let's see, but it'll be 8.18. The subtraction will be 6.93 for their score. Let's see how this will stack up among the rest. Crayon Glap will go next. Crayon Glap and the Railblazers both been doing very mediocre this season. Neither of which have had really much of a standout. Crayon Glap looked to be quite a bit faster here, though. Let's see if the shot will go better for him. Oh, they got a bullseye! Great job for the Crayon Glap. Bullseye means 2 full seconds of subtraction, so just worth 4. Crayon Glap already in much better shape than the Railblazers here. As there will be a 5.7, a 7.7 for the time. It's already better than the Railblazers, but a 5.7 seems to be a very solid score. Turning taxis up now. Team that was situating themselves pretty well, but a bad result in the last event caused them to drop down a bit. See what they can do here, and it looks pretty fast, all things considered. But the shot, it doesn't go that well for them. Just a 2, so only 1 second will be taken off that time. So, they'll shoot on the yellow. That matches their team's colors, but I don't know if that's what they really wanted here. Yeah, 7.45, that is the best time of the day so far, but because of the poor shooting, it still puts them behind the Crayon Glap for now. Firefighters next. They really got to get something going, sitting in 15th overall. 1 bronze medal and nothing else to speak of in any of the events. This does not look like a bad run so far, though. Taking the third leg very well, and a 3 for the shooting. So 1.5 seconds will be taken off. Second leg generally seems to be the slowest, but the Firefighters took it pretty well. The third leg they also took pretty decently solid. And a 3, I think this will be a solid score. Yeah, 5.83 puts them in second so far. Just 10th behind the Crayon Glap. Kelp Crashers will go up next. They've been having a disaster of a season. Only team to be below the Firefighters now. And they are in last by quite some margin. They're really going to run to claw back. But again, it does not look that fast here. They're going to salvage it on the shot, and they do kind of do that with a 3. But the time itself, generally a more important factor is the time. As the shot, it did not go well for it did go well for them, but the time did not. 8.01 is the second slowest time of the day. 6.51 did puts them out of the Railblazers, but no one else so far. Ballistic Bottles now, new team. They've been very consistent so far, always finishing between 6th and 9th. No medals yet though, but this looks very good. Making through that very quickly. Let's see if the shot can also bring him a good score, and it does. Another 3, that's the 3rd one in a row, and the time looked fast. We might have a new leader here. Crayon Glap did have a bullseye, but their time was a far cry from this. Yeah, 7.05 is a great time, in fact. At 5.55, great score for the Ballistic Bottles. They put themselves in prime position to perhaps get their first medal of the season, and their first career medal at that too. Marty Milton now, the team sitting in second right now, closest to the Trinauts, so the Trinauts are 37 points ahead. And, oh, that was a disastrous shot. The time looked good, but the shot only a 1.5. So not even a full second of subtraction for Marty Milton, and that is not good for anyone, really. Considering this is the closest challenge for the Trinauts. Yeah, 6.57. It pushed them second to last so far. Even though the time was actually very solid, but Marty Milton, wasted potential there. Fantastic now. Currently sitting in 3rd place. They've been making a good impression as newbie. Getting a gold in balancing. This run looks pretty decent so far. What will the shot be for them? And a 3.5. Very good. Close you can get to a bullseye without getting it. 1.75 seconds of subtraction this will be. That is going to be very nice score for the Fantastics. 5.94. Puts them in 4th. A little bit lower than I expected. The time wasn't that great. But they're still fourth. As halfway through, the Ballistic Bottles still lead, followed by Crown Club by Firefighters. Modern Mealtime Railblazers down there in the order. Railblazers especially far behind. It's the Trident Hunters now. Every team hopes that the Tridents are not going to do that well because the Tridents have a massive lead in the standings. But the first leg is looking pretty good. They also take the second leg pretty well. Third leg looks decent enough, and the shot will be a 3. Trident Hunters might be back at it again. To the dismay of every other team, this might be the run that put them in the lead. A 3. Her shot is not at all a bad one. It's just shy. Ballistic Bottles are 200s ahead. 5.57. Tridents will take it, but every other team not very happy. Chartreuse Sellers up now. They have also been fading a bit after getting last in the last event. This is looking like another pretty quick time. It's taking the final leg. How does the shooting go? It's a bullseye! That might take the lead. And that is good for the LT. Chartreuse Sellers are relatively close to the lead. They're sitting in 5th, dropping off of 2nd, following that poor result last time. But this might get them the lead because of that bullseye, as the time looked very solid too. And it is the lead, a comfortable lead in fact, 5.11. 4 full tenths ahead of the previous leader. What a run by the Chargers Sellers. They look poised to get their second goal of the season here. Tectonic Shifters now. They wish they could say the same. It is not looking too bad so far. But can they do well in the shooting? 2.5 is pretty average. That should be a middle of the pack run for the Tectonic Shifters. Not bad at all, I would say. Tectonic Shifters have been having a poor season though. After a solid last season, they gotta pick it back up. 6.35, that puts them in 7th place. So almost exactly in the middle. As the Nemesis Neons go up next for a 12th run. They've been recovering a bit as of late. After they started horribly. And looked to be off pretty well for the first leg. Second leg looks alright. Third leg, well, they do slow down quite a bit there. That might hurt them, but they do get a 3.5 on the shot. So the Nemesis Neons looking pretty decently good here. I don't think this will challenge for a podium though. But it should be a solid finish regardless. Let's see what the actual score is. 5.76. Not bad at all for the Nemesis Neons. That puts them in 5th place. They should be getting a decent result from this event. The Veins of Valiance now heading into our final quarter of Veins of Valiance. The only team, along with the Tridents, to place top half every single event. But they look slow down there, and that streak might be gone here. The third leg looks very good though, and the shot will be at 2.5. They're actually one of the few teams to veer off to the far side of the shooting grid. 2.5, so Veins of Valiance, I imagine this will be middle of the pack as well. Nothing extraordinary, nothing awful. 6.17, that puts them squarely in the middle of the pack. Flag Attacks now, our third to last run, silver medalists of the last event. In very good shape right now, hoping to continue the momentum, to perhaps make it hard for the Trident Hunters, as the second leg does not go that well for them though. Third leg looking very good, and the shot will be a 3.5, nearly on the bullseye. That 0.25 extra could have made them perhaps into the lead. I don't think this will be quite in the lead, because I think they were slower than the Chartreuse Sellers. See, it still puts them in 4th, 5.7. It's the same score as the Crown Collab. Because Flag Attacks had a better time, they will be ruled ahead. So Swirly Pops now. As the Chartreuse Sellers now guaranteed a medal, Swirly Pops have been having a pretty underwhelming season, coming off a 2nd place last season. Not really looking too good here. And the shot, no, not good at all. A 2. The first shot below 2.5 we've seen since the morning mealtime. Swirly Pops not really setting the world on fire with this run. I can't imagine that they'll be slotting up very high. No, it is 2nd to last, and it's 6.71. Only 1 second of subtraction, that is not very good. Doorknobs now. Our defending champions will close it out. They've been doing decently well, sitting in 8th so far. And the first leg looked very good, second leg looks decent as well. And the third leg looks fast. How will the shot go for them? It's a bullseye! Very good for the Doorknobs. They might throw the Trident Hunters off the podium here. Let's see where the Doorknobs place. They might even challenge the Chartreuse Sellers for the lead. It all depends on that time, since they both got bullseyes. It's 2nd place overall. 5.39. Still not being able to match the Chartreuse Sellers, who will win the gold today. And the Trident Hunters do get knocked off the podium last second. The Ballistic Bottles will take the bronze by just 200 of a second. They're going to be very happy about their first medal of all time, as the Railblazers dead last. Not very good there. But congratulations to our 3 teams on the podium. In the standings, the Trihunters later shrunk ever so slightly to 33. Charge themselves have moved into a comfortable second place. Doorknobs and Ballistic Bombs also gained spots as it's close from 3rd to 9th. And it says a gap from 9th to 10th. Railblazers dropped 4. Calcrash are considerably behind now though. They really got to pick it up. As we see you for the next event, the obstacle race. Thank you for watching.